What up, Eddie?
How's it going?
Good, man. How you?
Oh, I can't complain. Another question, since you can hear me, I don't get on these things often.
Yep.
Um, are they foreclosing on the Wayne County property taxes this year, or just some of them? How's that gonna work?
I heard they're not doing it this year.
Okay, I heard they were not doing the occupied property,
Oh,
supposedly,
wait. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Let me check. Hang on.
because
Wayne.
I was looking at the Wayne County website, and they're still showing that the taxes are due on some of those properties, but I forget how it shows up, like the city of Detroit or Wayne County shows as the taxpayer record. So it was throwing me off a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Let's
Do you
see.
know if they're open down there where you can go or not?
It might be by appointment only,
Okay.
but let's see. There's a phone number. I mean, you could call them and ask.
Yeah, I'll start investigating. I was just trying to see if someone knew that off the rip.
That
Off the rip.
sounds very familiar, what you just said, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll investigate in it. And do you know if there's any meetups this month anywhere in person?
Yeah, there's one, Tom Otterman's having one in Macomb County. I'll get it for you.
Okay,
I'll post it. All right.
great.
Let me see. He's the guy that runs the Metro Facebook group.
Okay, I think so. The one that you have to, no big deal. You have to put the property address and all the information on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they have a pretty good meetup.
yeah, okay. Ron, how many people go to that? Out of curiosity.
20, 25. It's pretty casual. You just go around, talk to people,
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna post it right now.
How's it going, Randy?
Hey, how's it going, Eddie?
Oh, hanging in there. What's good with you lately?
Just trying to get deals, busy as usual.
Oh, same thing here. Looks like you had a busy day. A
Oh,
little
always
tired over there?
a little bit.
Okay, it's like that.
Oh. All right, I'm posting it now in the chat. At 6:30.
Hey, Todd, that one property on Cunningham.
Yep.
She came back to me even after I sent her the contract and everything, and she's like, I'm gonna hold out for 100. I said, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not expecting it from you. I'm just, I'm not in a rush. Okay, sure. Just let me know.
Yeah, just throw it on your follow-up to move on,
Yep. So I thought I'd at least let you know about it.
Yep.
What's going on, everyone?
What up, Heat? In the house.
What up?
Howdy. Randy, what you been cooking up lately, man? I know you're got something going on, right?
Yeah, it's been a learning month. I'll say that.
Isn't there?
It's been a learning month.
Yeah, weren't you going through something last week? What was it again? You had a seller that was it probate or?
Yeah. And then come to find out they're not allowing the sale or something or other, and I tried getting out of her what's the issue, and so she was very vague on it, to be honest. So she said it was the price, and then even though we agreed to the price, and she said the courts were not allowing it, and if for the money that was put into it, yeah, I don't know. So
Well, it is what it is, man.
yep.
Hang on, guys, I gotta answer this. I'll mute myself.
Get it?
What you been up to, Michael?
Man, dude, just the usual mostly. I've completely switched up my business model. So that's been kind of a change.
Oh yeah, what you doing now?
I'm now heavy PPC. Well, I say heavy, but I'm now mainly focused on PPC and cold calling in some virtual markets now as well. So
Okay.
in some southern states. So
you're still doing the
yeah,
cold calling, but mainly doing the PPC now?
yeah. That's my main marketing channel now is PPC. So that's been interesting. So
Yeah.
So far so good. Been pretty pleased, honestly.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
your
I've gotten
average?
some
What's your
pretty
average
good results.
cost on that?
That's a good question because I literally just got started in the last not even 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'd be quite frank, I'm not even sure the parameters yet. I've got a guy who runs it for me. So I'm pretty hands off with it. So I've got like a meeting with him in like a week where we're gonna go over some of the numbers and stuff. I will say though, I contracted a deal out in Lansing. Which we're waiting for a mortgage payoff, but it's looking to be a pretty good deal. And then I actually bought a mobile home on last Friday. No, 2 Fridays ago. Yeah, something like that. And so I bought a mobile home, and that came from PPC Lead, and I bought it for $2,000. I'm gonna sell it tomorrow for $7,500. I didn't do a thing to the place.
Wow.
So pretty decent. So my results are kind of not common though, most of the time when you do PPC, it usually takes a while to get up and going, but like I said, I've been really pleased with it. I've gotten other leads that have came in, but nothing that's really converted like super hot. But I think I've gotten in total less than 10 leads and already going to convert, potentially 2 deals. So,
okay.
They say about 1 in every 10 leads when it comes to PPC should be a deal. So that's kind of the parameter I'm trying to stick to. So
Okay.
So
well,
yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to we're looking into PPC and as well. And I'm honestly just trying to figure it out. And I just don't want to waste a bunch of money and it not pan out, you know what I mean?
Dude.
So
I 100% know what you mean, because that's what I was doing so let me say this. I have been doing PPC for longer, but what I was doing for the last, it was 3 months. I had hired a lady off Upwork and got her to set it up, and she was monitoring it and stuff, but it just felt like I was just wasting money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we have a website, and we're getting better SEO traction on there. I think we need to get some reviews on there and stuff like that. But I think my business partner is like, oh, if we just get to the first page, we're gonna get automatic leads and for free. And like, I don't think it really works like that. But sure. Yeah. And I think that's the whole reason he chose the business name was sellmydetroithouse.com. Like, you can have that website and not have the business be named that. So
right.
But it is what it is. So, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, so far so good. I'm pretty pleased with it. And I'll probably just be vamping that up here in the next couple weeks.
Well, I'm interested into picking your brain on some of these things that you're going through at anytime you want to meet up, or even if you don't have time to meet up, just a phone call or whatever, I'd be happy to do that with you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that goes for anyone here. I'm always down to chat anytime, really. Mike Mukhtar, for one, I know he comes on here quite frequently, but I mean, man, him and I have had multiple conversations, 30, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever, because he was trying to get set up with cold calling and VAs and dialers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm always down to chop it up when it comes to this business. So I'm definitely still learning a lot along the way myself, but any value I can add, I'm happy to help. So yeah, how's your cold caller going for you, Randy?
The cold caller is going good. I think our leads are starting to dry up a little bit, and I don't know if it's the list or if I don't think it's the cold caller, to be honest. But it just
Let me ask you this: how many times have you gone through that list?
We try to go through each list, not simultaneously, obviously, but we try to go through each list at least 3 times. So, but we try to, I do like a couple of lists and then I come back to it. You know what I mean? So I don't do like go through it right away. So yeah.
Gotcha. I would recommend this. This was kind of like it made my kind of like brain explode. I mean, it's not even that profound, but it just makes a lot of sense. Pace Morby. So what I started to do is I would switch phone numbers once you get through the list. Switch phone numbers. I'm telling you, dude, I have pulled leads out of some of my oldest lists that I've gone through multiple times simply by switching the phone numbers, because these phone numbers get flagged, especially if you've got a cold caller that's calling 20 or 40 hours a week. So dude, get multiple phone numbers for them to cycle through while they're calling, and then switch those phone numbers. It's not every time you go through a list, every 2 times or something like that. And then dude, I would hammer those lists. I mean, I'm talking 8 to 10 times, bro.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Like
we've had to switch our phone number probably once every 2 to 3 weeks. I would longest we've gone was 3 weeks. Shortest we've gone was 3 weeks or 2 weeks. But I have her call my phone to kind of like test it out.
Yeah. Well, that's good. See, that's good. So I think you're doing the right things. But like I said, I wouldn't be afraid to call those lists like 8 to 10 times, man, for sure.
Okay.
I would definitely, if you're switching up the phone numbers, that's great. And then, there was a time anyone I couldn't get on.
Michael, are you texting them too? Like you called and text?
That was like kind of my old business model, right? I would, call everyone, and then whoever I still didn't get on the phone, I would then text, in hopes to get them. But I have just leaned down so much now. I don't do any of that anymore. I don't do any texting. I don't do any RVMs. I just stick to the cold calling now, the PPC. So,
is there a platform that you use for the cold calling or texting specifically for your VAs, like overseas or whatever?
I'm a big fan. I'll drop it in the comment. Zen-Call. I mean, that's the dialer I use and my VAs used, and that's the one I recommend to everyone. It's definitely like a learning curve. It's not super like plug and play like Mojo Dialer is, but if you're wanting to scale and have a true dialer system like ZenCall is hard to beat. You got ZenCall, you got things called like Call Tools is another really popular one. I got on ZenCall and that's what I've stuck with. The drawback to ZenCall, or I don't know if you call it drawback, whatever, you don't pay for it monthly. You have to pay for it up front. So you have to make that upfront commitment to it.
Sure.
But it is such a good value for its money. So
I have a VA starting on Monday from the Philippines or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out how to integrate them with a phone number. I haven't done any of that jazz yet. So I'm trying to figure out how to.
So yeah, that's another great thing about like these true dialer systems, like ZenCall or Call Tools. Those platforms supply you with the telephone numbers, right?
Okay.
So all your VA has to do is log into their account, and then boom, they have the telephone numbers that you've ordered. See, like with Mojo Dialer, you have to go and set up a Google account. Then you've got to have them log into the Google account, and then any inbound calls you're going to receive on your Google phone. It's just I just didn't like having my VA set up that way, because that's the way I used to do it.
Is it like unlimited? Like, is it credits or does it, did he charge you by the minute or something, or how does that part work? Do you know?
So like for the phone numbers, ZenCall just charges you it's like $5 a month for the telephone numbers, and then I believe they do charge you for the inbound. So if someone calls and and you take an inbound call, I believe you get charged, but you don't get charged for the outbound calls, and I'd have to go and look. I think you get charged for the inbound, but it's not like I get a ton of inbound calls.
Right on.
Or
I can do
if
some due diligence on
last
that
super
too,
long.
Michael.
Right. But yeah, you'll get a breakdown from whoever you choose, to figure out what it is. So I was trying to see here. I was looking through some receipts from ZenCall.
And Michael, you
They
should
definitely charge you for the
Oh, go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I thought you were looking for something.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, you do get charged for inbound minutes. So for instance, there was 133 inbound minutes, and I got charged $2.66. So
Right.
Give you an idea, and then you don't get charged any at all for outbound minutes, and then you just get charged for the phone numbers. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Michael,
appreciate that. Thank you.
you should put in that information on your skip tracing again. If anyone needs a skip tracer.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. I will
Has
gladly do that, guys.
Change? Do you still need a big amount at once, or how does that work?
I honestly am not 100% sure if that's still his requirement. As far as I know, it is.
Okay.
But I will say this is, if you have multiple lists that need skipped, you can compile them into one if it makes sense for you, and get to the 1500. But
how much is
you
it?
got a smaller list. It's 9 cents a record.
9 cents a record.
So,
But
yeah, it's pretty hard to beat. So
nice.
yep. But we had an idea. I don't know if this would bring value to you guys. How many people on here use PropStream? Randy, I know you for sure do.
I do.
Yep.
Kevin for sure do.
I got it, but I don't know how to use it.
Right. I certainly do. I was gonna ask. I'll ask you, Randy. What's your favorite list to pull off PropStream?
He don't know how to use it either.
No, I know how to use it, but my partner usually does the pulling of the lists and stuff like that. So, but he puts in our parameters on what he's searching. So it's usually like the out of state owners, out of state owners, and or people who have like less than 8 properties, you know what I mean? So like, I'm not going after the big people, you know, the big investors, some of the small investors, you know, or some of the tired landlords, you know, things like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just kind of curious to know. Everyone's got kind of a little different, like you said, parameters they like to put in. That's interesting. You limit yours to people that own like less than 8 properties. I've actually never even thought about that. But that's the cool thing about PropStream is I didn't even know you could really get that detailed with it, but it doesn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying?
And then I like so we have pulled not lists from PropStream, but we pulled information from like the Detroit County website where we looked up like blight tickets and things like that. So we've had some success with those. But yeah.
Hey, Michael, if you want to share your screen and maybe just go through the basics of PropStream.
Yeah, we can do that. Kevin, what about you? I'm just curious to know what's kind of your favorite list, PropStream.
On the note of like how many houses they own, sometimes I do the ones that they own like only 2 houses. And then there's like some distress on that other one. So kind of with the mindset that they're not an investor or landlord, and it's just hopefully a problem property for them. I was just actually looking. I do like pre-foreclosures, days on market over 90 days, vacant out-of-state owners, vacant failed listings.
Cool.
And then vacant like 30% equity or more.
Yeah, if something's on the market over 90 days, there's something wrong there, you know?
Yeah, and then just taken from like what's his name, Mr. TTP there, you know, he always said like 1995 or earlier built.
Yeah.
They've owned it 5 years or more. I'm just going through some of the stupid parameters I got on here.
Well, he's in a totally different market than us though, but
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But he's still a killer.
Kind of curious to know. So yeah, I mean, obviously Randy and Kevin, you guys, and Todd and I, or I guess not you, Todd, but I'm familiar with PropStream, so we'll just kind of do maybe just like kind of a beginner kind of crash course for anyone else on here who maybe's got it or looking to get PropStream and just maybe not sure where to start. So it's a great tool. So yeah, this is PropStream. Let's start with a county. I do by county personally. But we could do county or city. What do you
do? Wayne County.
What do you guys? All right, we'll do Wayne County. So
yeah, you can also do certain zip codes too. Just a FYI.
Yep.
But I tried doing like a lot of them, and I think it only takes up a certain amount of zip codes, and because it was only giving me so many. But I was like, I'm gonna try all these zip codes.
Right.
Hey, if you want to do a Detroit zip code and see how many in one, because there's so many houses in Detroit, do you want to just do one zip code, Michael, or what?
Well, we'll start with just do Wayne County. That way we can get some decent results and kind of see
833,000.
Yeah, as you see, it's pretty expansive once you don't put any parameters. So and what's great about PropStream, right, is it gives you a lot of these like quick lists. So of course you get your vacant, your liens, pre-foreclosures, auctions, and I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't dove into a bunch of these yet. Has anyone dealt with the pre-probate deceased owners? That's a new one.
I have, but I had no luck with it, to be honest. So I just did not have any luck with them. I put a list together with all this. I was excited about it, and it's like we had that's actually I only got one off that list, and that's one in Southfield that I got. That's how I got that that Southfield one was a pre-probate.
When you called them, what was your pitch, Randy?
Similar to everything that we have, is similar to, mostly what we do, my normal pitch, because the house was actually in this person's name, so that I was talking to. So it was not necessarily I think it was more after the fact. Like, he already passed away. They already switched the name. It's just still through the probate procedure. So.
Right, I got it. Yeah, there's two ways of doing probates. One is you just stay the same, tell them who you are, and you're a buyer, you're looking to buy another property in the next, so many days, and blah, 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 right? And you can even throw in there, you help people in all kinds of situations, no matter what, and then start naming some situations. Someone might have passed away, someone might be behind on a mortgage, they might be behind on taxes, the house needs a lot of work, things like that. Or you could just hit them between the eyes and tell them who you are. You say, hi, how you doing? My name's Todd. I'm an investor, and I've been helping a lot of people that might have a property in probate. And you just talk to them about that. Some people, they're looking to sell the house because they got a house that or a mortgage, and they weren't expecting that. And so we could step in and get you some money and take away the pain or the headache and things like that. So I tried both ways. I actually like the second way better. It seems to work, and so just something to think about. That's why I was just curious how you did it.
Yeah.
You kind of call out that they have the probate, that they're in probate then, Todd?
Yeah, I do. I just say, I've been doing this a long time. We help a lot of people. I work with a few attorneys, and I help them because they have people that want to, they got a house and they weren't expecting it, and they really want to sell it, or they don't know what to do with it, and they don't want the mortgage payment. There's all kinds of different ways and situations. And I'm just, because if they don't want to sell it, they're not going to sell it. And you just try to hit it.
Yeah. Right on.
As nice as possible, and make it sound like you're gonna be easy to work with and get it done.
Yeah, so it was great. PropStream recently added in, that quick list, and zombie properties is another one, tired landlords is another one. So that's another great thing about the program is they are constantly updating it. So let's just start with the top though, with kind of the bread and butter, since this is kind of the basics, right? So I'll just show you guys a real basic, general, broad list you can pull, right? Because this is a numbers game. So the more properties that you can have in your pipeline will convert into more leads, which will convert into more deals. So you can't go wrong with a vacant list, right? That's already a pretty high pain point. Why is this property vacant? So just for the sake of argument, we only target residential properties. Typically as wholesalers, that's what you're doing, right? So always want to do that classification. This you can do to your liking. We typically target the single family homes, multifamily, 2 to 4. I even like to put in the multifamily 5+, and I even like to do the condos as well. Yeah. But again, guys, this is the beauty of it all, right? You can tweak it however you want. If you're not interested in looking at condos or any multifamilies or whatever, then you don't have to do it, right? So say you just want to do single family homes. Then what I do is I always make sure we don't want to look at any on-market properties, especially today. I just don't want to off-market deals, right? That is at the core that what you're doing as a wholesaler, right? Your job is to find these off-market discounted properties. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
I think my internet is cutting out. Gotcha.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Years of ownership. Always do at least 1 year of ownership. Some guys like Mr. TTP, they like to do 5. Let's see what that does. Went from 21 to 15. Again, I mean, at the end of the day, it's personal preference, right? But again, I like to have more numbers. So, you know, at least 1 year of ownership.
Yeah.
Because you never know.